on, like, share, and subscribe to the channels that you're looking. Give us some love, show us some love each and every week. We thank you guys. You want to say something before we start, Lady A?
I'm just ready to
You
start,
ready to start,
man.
Lady A?
I've been looking forward to this for
Well,
2 weeks,
he's
brother.
he's here. He's here, Lady A.
He
He's
is
here.
here. I saw him.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. He's coming on. He's here. Morgan's in the house, I'm telling you. He's got some love. He's about to show us some love tonight. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Morgan, what's up?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
This my shit right here.
Yeah, Morgan's in the house. All right, Morgan, what's up, Morgan?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the Welcome to Let's Talk Podcast, MoFam Podcast with Lady A and myself, MoFam. We want to show you that love. Thank you for coming on to the show tonight, man. We know we got some questions to ask you, some stories to tell us. Man, we just want to dig into your background, dig into your world, man. Just let us know what's going on in your world. It's all about you tonight. Lady A, what you feeling What you feeling, Lady A?
I'm having a great time. I'm hanging out with everybody here. We're about to make some music tonight. I'm happy that you had me on the show tonight. I'm ready to talk about whatever, guys.
I see that background. I see y'all at work, man. I see it. I know. I got love for the music world, and Lady A know me for a long time, and I've been following you for a while, man. You're homeboy, hometown homeboy. So it's been that music thing. I've been watching you. Sort of do with the things you've been doing. So, man, much love to you and continue that success. And I know you've been working with a lot of majors, man. A lot of majors, man. Tell us something about some of those majors, man.
Yeah. In 2019 is when I would say most of that happened. I worked with, let's say, probably the most popular one people know is Alicia Keys, Miguel, and then they did a remix with 21 Savage, and then the artist Gunna, the rapper. These are all #1 projects.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then the #1 album in Italy, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's RKOMI. And it's some Russian band, Friendzona. They went platinum. Then just all throughout the past of my life, a lot of different artists, and a lot of them were my friends, but we would still call them, artists at the end of the day, because that's who they are. Like, I'll get articles of write-ups on some of them. To a lot of people, they might be an artist, but like Keenan, he was my friend. Keenan Lonsdale went in the movie Love, Simon.
Right.
That was a big break for him, and then his song got a write-up on Billboard. A lot of other projects like that with Connor Maynard, Kiara. There's a long list.
Right, I know, man.
There is a long list.
Yeah, man. I tell you, I was telling everybody, man, that man, I got a special guest, and this ain't no poodle whoop guy, man. This guy's he's in the game for real. I mean, he's deep in the game. So, and that list. I shared your story a little bit with our fan base, and that list, man, I was like, this guy is for real. He's doing his thing. So all the music lovers, if you're on this page, if you're following MoFam Podcast, we're gonna talk a little about how to product yourselves and trying to make yourselves something into this music industry, man. Because you and I know, Morgan, it can be a tricky thing messing with the music. If you do it the right way, it can be smooth, you know what I'm saying? But it can be a lot of tricky things that happen to you in this music business. Hey, who is that in the background, Morgan?
Why don't you guys say hi to him? Introduce this is Nick right here.
Yeah.
They're both with the new company that we've started, Addictive Music Group.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
That's Nick. This is Elijah.
All right. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Glad to have you. Yeah, that's cool. So one of the things I want to get into, Morgan, man, you being from the hometown Fort Worth, man, what made you get into to the music business, man?
At first, just making the beats, making the music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I got into where I am today. No, I still don't feel like I made it to the large, big success, but that's why we're all trying to work together, and you know, we're all trying to move forward still.
Right.
But I got into it because, you know, we love doing music, and we keep moving forward every day. We're trying.
Right. That's all you gotta do, man. You just gotta keep pushing. And then, you know, you say that's being humble. But some of the names you work with, all that does, you know, leads from one network to the next network to the next network. So, just getting to the network that you've already gotten to. So believe me, the people haven't gotten there, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, you know.
Yeah, you got a really nice wall behind you, so I think you're going somewhere.
No, I thought, like, after the Alicia Keys thing, I was like, man, my phone's gonna be ringing. Rihanna's gonna call. You know, all these, but it doesn't work that way. You have that time where you're like, okay, she went #1, this happened, but then you're like, okay, well, dang, I gotta go back and do this again, because it happened so fast.
Right. I remember when you was on Facebook, you was announcing it, and I was like, wow, man, he went to another level, man. You know, it's like,
I did you see me gradually grow though?
yeah.
I got some stuff on MTV, and then after that I got that. You don't get really anything for that though. But except for everybody thinks that you're doing something, which that's good. You got something on TV.
Right.
But then you want to keep on moving forward, and it kind of inspires you as a person. Like, okay, I got one on TV. I'm gonna go up. You get one with a bigger artist, and it's hard.
Yeah. It's just one of those things, man. It's like I remember Misty Elliott and Timberland. When they started out, man, they was doing the same thing, man. They was hitting those smaller scale, and then they hit that one artist. It was like, man, if you need a hit, you need to go to Morgan, man. If you need a hit, you need to go to this. And then they started out slow. They was getting hits, and then they hooked up with R. Kelly for some reason or not. They hooked up with him, and it just took off. Timberland just took off, man. So it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be to a point, man. You're gonna be one of these guys, man, that know everybody's calling, man. It's to the point, just keep making those hits, man, like you've been doing. Because I've been listening to that "Show Me Love," man, for a minute. I was like, man, they done did this
Oh
on
yeah.
2 videos on it. As a matter of fact, I saw 2 videos on it. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
From that song, I got the. Do you know Queen Naija or Raquel?
Uh-huh.
They hit me up because of that song, and they're like, the A&R that works for their company was like, we need one like that. And I happen to have some acoustic music that was similar to that, and I sent over there, and they recorded on that, and then that came out, and they did a good job.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
amazing. What you got, Lady A? What you got there? Want to ask Morgan?
Okay, so one of my things that I was thinking about was like, so when you got your first, I would say, major hit for some of us, it might not have been your major, but like, did it just, how did you deal with that? Like, did it go to your head? Did it kind of keep you in a spot to push forward even harder? Can you describe that?
I had been waiting on that song to come out for like 2 years. So there was like times that I didn't believe that it was ever going to come out. Because they were like, she's going to use it. And I'm like, God, when? When? Because it's been a year already. Y'all been saying that. So I kind of finally, when it came out, I was like, oh, finally. And me and Nick were like out in the city Grapevine. Y'all know Grapevine?
Uh-huh.
We were out there, and we just seen her on Instagram saying, I love this song. I'm putting it out. I'm like, no way. So then it just came out, and my life, I've been doing songs so much with artists. It just became she's another artist but she's on another tier than other artists. She's like the untouchable. So for a lot of people to see that happen in my family and everyone else that I had worked with all these years, they're like, "Oh, we can't believe you did this." So it was like it hasn't changed me. I still wake up and I still do this every day.
Right.
And I'm not going out buying golden chains. No. Wait, but there was that one period of time where he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Man, you got to dress different though now."
Right.
I'm like, "No, I don't." But I could have taken that route, sure.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe I could have had some cool rappers come through. They're all attracted to that though, right?
Yeah, they be blinged out, man. It's like, man.
Well,
I should have got the
say,
AP. I should have got the AP.
no, just keep being yourself. They'll see you. They'll love it. They'll come around.
Right. Yeah, and eventually it's gonna show to a point where you're gonna be seen all over the place, man. So I wouldn't even sweat it. You're doing your thing, man. And staying humble is that number one key. I see that you're a pretty humble guy. So man, just stay that way. Hey, everything else will fall into place. So
A lot of before all of this happened, I've had good personal friends that were already deep in the music business that were already hitting me up. Like one of my good friends, he works side by side with Timbaland, and he was like, "Oh man, send me stuff," and I'd be sending it, but I never thought that it would get used, and they still haven't used it, but I'll still talk with him. But he's very excited. He's like, "Man, I can't believe you got one."
right.
So now I feel like I'm, a little closer to his world. I don't have the credits like him, but I didn't have to use Timbaland to get in the door. I kind of did this myself.
Right. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do
But
what you.
if Timbaland wants my stuff, I'll send it to him.
Hey, you can't refuse that offer, man. So tell me some of the if you have, but tell me some of the producers you've worked with so far that has a name for themselves.
I like working more with I don't care about the names because
Right.
the people that I work with name,
Right.
they're not even good. Because like it's the ones that try harder that don't have a name, because that was me for a long time. I like and a lot of times it's engineers and mixers that are really good too.
Right.
They can get it to the people.
Yep. That's the truth. That's true. I've seen some, man. I've seen some, especially here in Dallas, man. We got so much talent here in Dallas. It's crazy, man. How I've been seeing some engineers. They could just come in and do some things. I mean, I'm an engineer myself, but I've seen some level like, man, I didn't know I can do that. Let me try that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but these young cats too, man. They doing crazy stuff here in Dallas, man. It's like, I can see what you're saying, but it's like, man, why you guys haven't made it is just it's beyond me, as far as the talent that we have here in Dallas.
I don't know anybody in Dallas Fort Worth. I'll be honest. This is our collective. This is our group. I really don't know anybody in this. All the connections I had made were outside of here, through the internet. They'd be like, "Send us stuff." This girl came in the studio with one of your tracks, and it would be an engineer in Florida or something, and he was recording Tory Lanez, and then he became my good friend, and because I stayed in this room for so long.
Right.
I never was the kind that went out and rubbed shoulders in Dallas.
Right.
I hate that stuff.
Yeah. I've worked with a lot of them. Actually, matter of fact, Yellow Bees' producer, MO3's producer. I work with those cats. They are all out of Dallas.
Where is everybody?
Where a lot of them, man, secluded, man. It's just Well, I know Mo3 is producer. He's kind of like, and I know he's in a box, hidden away. He don't like a lot of people. He works with artists such on your level and on the entertainment level because people like you will call him and say, hey, can we work together on something? But downtown Dallas is where he's located. Yellow Beezy's, he's working out of Atlanta now. But you know, as you know, the controls follow him everywhere he goes. But that guy, he travels with him with into Atlanta. But they used to work in my studio. I don't know if you follow my page, but that studio that I have on my page is where Mo3 recorded at.
What
Uh,
studio was it?
it was MoFam Studios out of Dallas. You never heard of Brown Lane? I don't know if you're familiar with Brown Lane Studio.
The one I heard from Dallas was there was one called The Kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen on Fort Worth. Yeah, or
There was
Arlington.
one we rented out the other like a month ago. It was called Legacy. We rented it out for the day to record somebody that flew from another state.
Right.
They did Post Malone or something in there.
Yeah, Post Malone used to record all over the place, but I think that was one of his main spots was the kitchen. I think that's Gary over there. Mike Jones, he recorded out of the kitchen as well.
Who?
Mike. Who? Who? He recorded out the kitchen as well. But he recorded in Brown Lane Studios as well. That's where I was as well as Brown Lane Studios. But yeah, man, they just spread it out, man. The good ones, you will have to have their phone number and call them up and talk to them. But a lot of them, you got a lot of studios here in Dallas, man. Just just rent it out for the day or whatever the case may be. You can utilize the studio. I know Las Colinas studios have a few studios. I don't know if you ever been over there, where they have the full production studios over there, where they do a lot of filming as well. I worked over there as well, so they just spread it out, bro. They just spread it out, man, and just gotta know the people, know where to go, I guess, to find them. But they're here, they're here. So let me ask you a question. When you first met, did you ever meet Alicia Keys, or did y'all do everything virtual?
No, I worked on songs with the artist Tory Lanez, and he would write the lyrics, and he took it to her.
Oh, got you.
And they finished writing it together, and then like his tour manager or something connected me and her engineer in an email, and then her engineer, which is with her all the time in all of her pictures, was like, we're gonna use this, etc. And then I got an email or a phone call from the lawyer, and then the lawyer was like, I was about to sign something, but then the lawyer hit me back up talking about, well, Miguel is gonna be on the song now, is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah, that's okay.
then after that, it stalled for a longer time.
Yeah.
And that the closest I think I ever got was on my birthday. We went to New York, and I met the engineer, and she gave us like some VIP tickets to go kind of sit in the front to watch her perform it. But I don't know if she even knows what I look like.
And a lot of times, man, it's, you and I know that a lot of things can be done in the studio. People that don't know music, a lot of things, it's like, I'm gonna send you this, but half the time you don't even meet each other. They just send you the track back, and you do all the work on fixing it up. So yeah, that's what I do. I've worked with people in Florida, Detroit, Chicago that send me stuff, and I'll send it back to them. I never met the person. Yeah.
Well, I will say that she seems like a really humble, like good-hearted, down-to-earth individual. I'm sure she knows what you look like. She probably Googled you.
Well, yeah, she reposted me on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I was like, does she manage this, or does her people though? Because when you're up at that level, you don't have time.
Right. See, I think she started a little music school or something. I saw on Facebook that she started a music school or something.
Hey, everybody gets bored enough every now and then to
go read
look
through
at their Instagram or whatever.
All their million messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, she has 500 million messages.
There are 100,000 views on a picture on Instagram.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Shoot. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows it, you know, and she seems like a very humble person. She probably went out there and say, "Who wrote this song? Let me put a face with a song," you know what I'm saying? And then just
When the Dallas Morning News wrote up about me, that put their my picture was out then for everybody on Google. So
right,
now that now if she searches her name and the word producer, I pop up there first.
yep, exactly. And
So
I saw that.
a lot of people see that. I'm not like your full-time producer. Like people hit me up, can you get this to Alicia? I'm like, no, man, it's not good. I don't mean to say that, but a lot of people send me like, can you send this to her so she can sing it? But a lot of the songs aren't good.
Right, yeah. Believe me, I understand that. I understand them stories. I like,
And I don't want to ruin my, you know what, I don't want to ruin my name. Like, hey, y'all, can y'all check this song out that this random person sent me? It's
Right.
then it's horrible, by the way.
yeah, I feel you.
Hey, but I think if you tell someone that's small that's sending you their stuff, hey, I don't think this is really that great. I would look at it in a positive manner. I don't know about them, but hey,
yeah.
if they're small and they're just starting out, I think you can tell them a thing or two.
Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, yeah, you suck. hey, I'll do it on the internet for fun. You suck.
Right. Hey,
That's wrong.
man, I'm telling you, I've done it a couple times. It's like
I know. It makes yourself feel better about yourself. I can't do that. I can't go to sleep thinking I told that kid he sucked.
yeah, I've done that a few times. I had just to tell you a short story. I had one guy that man, it was so bad, man. I was like, every time he called me, I cringe.
People send us all music like every day, and like, what do you think it is? You want to sign me? Can you help me get to the next level? Or my daughter or my son?
Right.
Like, okay, at first I was entertaining all of these hundreds of messages on every day on the internet. I was listening. I'm like, this is taking too much time out of my life. Then Nick came in. I'm like, now you read them.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten easier now. We have like an actual submission form.
Right.
And
Oh.
there is a small fee because we literally get so many. And like you said, the biggest thing is like
they
say,
don't even.
Can you sign me? And it's like it doesn't work like that.
Everybody wants to become a star in 1 minute.
Right.
Make and I talk to so many moms and on the phone. She's got whatever it takes, but well, let your daughter go. You know what I mean?
Right. I know
They want their daughter to become a star, but they don't want to let her go.
Right.
It's so weird.
Okay. So let me ask you both this, because both of you have done certain things. Okay, so recently in my job, so I'm in media, and we worked with a guy from Sony Music for a while with new artists and things like that to kind of get some of their new songs put out in the universe. For people that are starting out, I know there's sometimes that you're going to kind of bomb out, but do y'all have like advice for people that are really actually trying really hard to make it? And what advice would that be?
You want to say something first, or any of y'all?
Networking is more important.
You have to speak up, son.
Like you gotta go meet people. I feel like you can't just like be like everyone's like thinks they're just a genius in their room and they don't go and like make connections or anything. So like the only reason I'm like here is because of him. You know, it's him. You know, so it's like.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've started to see or trend in it is there's a lot of talent, whether it's artists or producers, and they have a lot of music, but they don't have any of their content up. And the only way that you're going to continue to grow organically, naturally, is obviously to be heard. So when you have, all this great content and all this stuff and it's hidden, you know, they just, I guess, you know, you might have an expectation of maybe someone will find me, but you got to have it out there. And, you know, sometimes it does make you kind of vulnerable. Maybe not everyone's going to like your stuff. Not everyone's going to agree, but then you can find a niche, or you can find a certain core audience, and that's going to go with targeting and everything that kind of ties in with that. But yeah, that's, I don't know, that's the craziest thing. I would say you know, the more content you have out, obviously the better chances you're going to have, but don't be afraid to be open and be vulnerable and get, you know, feedback, whether it is negative or positive, you know, just kind of learn from that and keep progressing, you know?
Right.
Right.
And you said the number one thing, networking, that's the biggest thing that I learned to do is, you know, just network big time. You know, you never know what people need, or the help they need, or, you know, just whatever the case may be. But I do a lot of networking. I'm pretty sure that's the only way you're going to get your stuff out, as well as putting it out on your social medias, et cetera, et cetera.
I I don't agree with anything that no one said here now. There's no formula of I never networked at all.
Yeah.
The way that I see it working in the successful way is the way that McDonald's did it, and every other American business. You put money in and you advertise your product. You don't go, McDonald's didn't go shaking hands around the block saying, you want to buy my burger? They put money behind an ad and said, eat the new Big Mac. It doesn't taste good, but they made it look like it tasted good. So if you have a song, put money behind it and push it and say, this is the best song your kid's gonna listen to, and that you brainwash America. I should have. You just edit that out.
So yeah, I mean,
that is how
hey,
the entertainment business works.
hey, take it from somebody that's doing it. So
That's what they do. They pay for songs to go and cram them down our throats.
Mm-hmm,
And then now they get stuck in our heads, and everyone's like, I like this now. You like it because you're hearing it all day.
Right. Yeah.
But do you guys agree with that or not?
I mean, yeah. I mean, in a sense that I agree with you as far as, you know, pushing, because the things that you're seeing right now, I put a lot of money into this, so I'm pushing this. Everything I do, I put this money into it, and put whatever I have to do, and put some money into this, whatever what you're seeing currently on the screen right now. So this whole production, I agree with you 100%. This whole production, as well as you have to network, and nobody's gonna. You can put all the money into it and not network and not let nobody see it. Nobody's not gonna see you. So I think it's a combination of both. Basically, you know, just putting the money into it and pushing it and pushing and pushing, and that goes along with networking it, making sure that it gets out there, and, you know, put it on the right place, put it in the right places so people can see you. So that's what I feel.
Well, and we've had new artists that have put their songs out digital, because I work for one of the cable companies. So they'll actually put money into a digital campaign, and they'll pop off in different areas that they think the music is more suited for, depending on the kind of song, and spend $1,250 or something like that, and get as many clicks and hits and people buying their songs that they can get. I mean, it's a small investment, but it's still an investment.
Right. And
That's a great number. You can go for less than that too. Where is the money going to go? Where is the street that the song's going to go down? Those are the things that you need to look at.
Right.
Geographical area, making sure that, hey, am I advertising in the right place? Am I pushing it to the right location?
Not a Facebook ad where I'm picking my target market. Maybe here's an example of what we do over here. Maybe there is a social media influencer with millions of followers, and maybe he or she had his audience, his kids that listen to songs. We'll give that boy some money in his hand to say that this is a good song and I love it. And now all of those kids are going to go listen to that, because that's his job. And they're going to go listen.
Right.
And it really works.
Yeah, it works, man. It works. Man, whatever you're doing right. So I'm not going to argue with you or disagree with you. So it's like it's that one of those things. I'm only gonna learn from the best. So you know, they say in order to be the best, you gotta, you know, you gotta look at the best. You know, you
I
just
wasn't trying to come across as a mean person because I'm not.
hey,
Oh no, you didn't. You're
you
good.
cool, man. You cool, man. Shit. And people, if they want to learn the music business, give it to them straight. That's the way. This is what this show is
There's
all about.
there's people out there that are horrible. Like they've taken advantage of me bad, and they're horrible. That's why I try to learn, especially the royalties and stuff in publishing. They're bad people out there. Or
Right.
like, I can do this for you, and they do it, but you don't get any money.
Yeah. And that's
That
that's the root cause fall of the music industry. You just got to make sure, you know. I hear a lot of horror stories, man, because that's why a lot of people are independent because of that kind of scenario. And pushing their own stuff, they pushing their own publishing, creating their own publishing, because the music industry, man, for a minute they were falling off because back in my day we used to buy records and tapes, right?
yeah.
And then when they got to the streaming part, the music industry just like had a heart attack. Like, what the hell are we gonna do? They can stream their own music, they can promote their own music, they can push their own music. Hell, they can even push their own products. The music industry had to rethink the whole 360. I don't know if you know about this, but the 360 deals they were putting out. And we're like, man, we gotta kind of get our hands in the pot a little bit because of the 360s, because they're taking majority of the profits now. Man, these cats got smarter and said, hey, we're doing an 80-20 deal. You know, 80-20 deals. All we need you as far as distribution. We take 80%, you take 20%, and 20% is paying for the distribution. And the music industry say, hey, they had to accept that. A lot of them are still getting over artists that don't know, but they had to accept that to get something part of the industry. I don't know.
They're still getting people every day,
Yeah,
like with what you're just saying.
yeah. 360 deals. I mean, crazy, man.
And the 80-20, and we'll give distribution.
Right, right, yeah. So yeah, you just got to make sure you got the deal that you own yourself, and that's what I don't know. You probably have more input on this, Morgan, because you see a lot more than I see probably on a daily. But as far as making sure that you understand that the deal works for you and understand that you in control. If you in control, you pretty much gonna have a pretty good deal. If you realize, hey, that you've been owned by these industries, man, this music industry, you're not gonna own anything but nothing but a headache.
When I got my deal with the Universal Music, I was I was just freaking out a little bit at the very beginning, calling the people that they kind of got me in. I'm like, what is all this? I don't understand. I was in the dark so much. Where do I register a song? What do I do here as a producer? I understand that they are collecting on these songs that I've done. Who do I talk to? Why are we having this Zoom meeting? What and why are these people so fake? What am I doing right now, guys? And they're like, I'm gonna figure it all out for you. Don't worry, I'm the muscle. And I'm like, dude, what is going on here?
Right.
They didn't want to. And I know it, people are all tied in, they're friends, because there's large amounts of money being dealt to people. But I'm the kind that's gonna be like, why are you getting paid, sir?
Right.
But I can't say that to them because that's wrong.
Right. That's how they get you, Morgan. You know, I've been at sitting at tables, man. I'm looking at. I've actually been kicked out of a meeting because I was like to the point, like I told um, um, uh, Interscope. I was in a meeting with Interscope one time, and I was pretty much kicked out. But right after I got kicked out, the artist walked right behind me. He said, if he's not a part of me, I'm not a part of me, because he's all about business. He understands some parts of it. I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but I understand when I hear bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear bullshit, I'm going to call you out on bullshit. This deal don't even sound right just coming through my fucking ears, man. You got to talk business. Let's talk business. It sounds like you going home and you having a steak and potato dinner. I'm going home just eating fries and Roman noodles. That don't fucking ride with me.
They have the money.
Yeah.
They have plenty of money to give. And their goal is to stay laid back, super laid back, and be like, well, we can do blah blah. get you for the most little amount and the highest percentage
Right.
and make you feel like you're not valuable. But you have to somehow persuade them as a mouthpiece, which I when I came in, I didn't realize any of this. I had all these. At one point, this guy that told me he was 50 Cent's manager, he's like, I just want 20% of whatever I get you your deal for. He came in there with sunglasses in the indoor meeting. He's like, this is the next Mark Ronson. We need 7-figure deal. And they were like, we 7 figures. And he started walking out and they're like, wait. And then he's like, are y'all gonna do it or no? And I'm like, this isn't gonna work. His technique was so old school, but at least he tried.
Right.
But I got away from those people, got other people. But he was a true hustler though.
Right. And you're gonna come across a lot of them too
Yeah,
in this
he
business.
had the Jermaine Dupri outfit and everything. He really did manage some big rapper. It could have been, he like said Jill Scott, 50 Cent. He was dropping all these names at the table about what he did. And now Morgan, he's going to do this. They're like, play us some music. And he's like, wait, before we play the music though, we got to talk numbers. He was like, but it didn't work. It didn't work though.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah.
I wish that it did.
Right.
That was also too a little before
That was
kind of all this.
Yeah, that was before
even here too.
before she went. The Alicia song went #1.
Oh wow.
Like that was right after the Alicia song came out. A lot of companies would hit me up. Do you have a publishing deal? Do you have this?
Right.
What's the deal? We want to offer you this. Let's do a meeting. And I was like, what are these? And I had to get some manager and lawyer people. And they would be like, okay, we just want 20% of whatever we get you. And they were just pretty much salesmen.
Right. Yeah. That's what it is, man. When you what they used to call it points on points and all that shit. But
I don't even know I'm like, what is a point, guys? Tell me what a point is. This isn't basketball.
I mean, you was like, what the fuck, man? Y'all, you gotta explain this shit. What is a point, man?
I think I know what it means now.
Yeah.
It's 1 point is 1% of the master.
Yeah.
Why can't they just say that? And if I say that, they look at me like I'm dumb. They're like, what? Why would you yell at us?
Yeah, man. That's the education I like to tell people, man. That's why you see a lot of independent artists.
They don't want to tell the young ones.
They don't want.
So we can take advantage. It's
Right.
the game.
Yeah.
Don't teach anyone what points means, guys.
Oh, well, you just taught me something because I didn't know. I was like, huh?
We could have got her in.
There you
Look,
go.
Bro, we could have got her in a deal right now.
You learn something new every day, I tell you.
Yeah.
Just could have got all of her publishing. It's all right.
Right. Got all of it. You know, that's what the music company used to do, boy. They used to get all of it, boy.
Yeah. But we could give her a very low price, took all of it.
Yeah, I see, man. Those stories, man. I can tell you, you can have a lot more, and then you're gonna probably have a lot more in the future here, man. But yeah, I want to just thank everybody for coming on to our show tonight, just viewing us and giving us the opportunity to speak with you, man. But I would love to have you on future shows. Don't get too big on me, and talk to me and chat when we are a phone call away now. So let's chat more in the future, man. Lady A, I don't know. I'm about to go out with it, but I don't know if you got something you want to add to this conversation.
I just want to say, fellas, it was a pleasure.
Yes, indeed. I see all those plaques next. I want to see the Grammys behind there.
I think my window and my window's over, guys. I tell her.
Don't say that. Don't even say that.
Can you believe she wasn't even nominated? Like, she wins every year.
Don't even say that. I don't even want to hear that coming out of your mouth. We don't believe in that kind of talk.
The Weeknd wasn't nominated, guys.
Blinded by the Lights, that was like one of the biggest songs.
What happened to the Grammy? Like what? I'm like, dude.
COVID, man. I'm telling you, COVID messed up a lot of things because I think your entry came in right at the eligibility of 2009.
Yeah, and she dropped the album late because of COVID.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to them, they're like, that album is not, it cannot be eligible because she dropped it after this date. well, can it be for next year?
Yeah.
I don't know, because it won't even be relevant then.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I've
Wait
heard,
for 10 more years for Alicia to drop another one.
right? Hell, do a remix and make it relevant again. Shit, just do a fucking remix. Shit. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure it's not the end of the road for you, man. You're gonna have a lot of things come to your door, man. I just pray that you get it going, and you're gonna have the things that needs to be coming to you because you well deserved, man. Homeboy from Fort Worth, and appreciate you coming on the show. We got people that's saying hello, thank you, great show, keep doing big things. So they shouting out to you, man. So keep doing big things that you need to be doing, man. And the guys in the back, I know you got a strong support team. That is the most important thing that you have is a strong support team, man. To go through this up and down roller coaster I call the music world, man, because it can be up and down, man. So Sasha said hello, love you, that type of thing. So they shouting out to you, man. You can't see. I don't think you can see them. I can see them on my side. So it's much love to you, man. Great success, continued success. Anything you want to add to the music world and the viewers before we go out?
I'll just talk about the Addictive Music Group.
Okay.
So we started AMG, or Addictive Music Group, to help develop new artists, new producers, anything new. Kind of how we were talking earlier about the publishing and all that, people being taken advantage. I did this to help bring them up in the right way. And also with all the connections I've developed over this time to help potentially get them deals, whether a publishing deal or a record deal with artists or producers. We just have to build their catalogs, which it's hard to find people that are dedicated to all of this. I thought everyone wanted to do this all day, every day. Elijah does. He's good. But it's not a lot of people want to do music like, when we were all growing up, it was cool or something, I guess. Now it seems like they want to play video games. That's what I feel like.
Right.
One kid sent me an email. He was like, yo, can I send you some loops for beats? I was like, okay. Then he's like, but do you play video games? He wanted to challenge me on PlayStation too.
There's no Fortnite over here.
I was like, no, I'm not going to challenge you. Let's try to sell these.
Right. Yeah, we got another guest on there. She said, thanks for taking out time to talk to us. Thanks and keeping real talk with you. So they showing you love, Morgan. So how can they find the Addictive Music Group?
We're addictivemusicteam.com.
All right, addictivemusicteam.com. Remember that, addictivemusicteam.com. Go shout out to Morgan. Morgan, much love to you, man. We're gonna have to go ahead and end the show, but hey, let's stay in touch. Don't be a stranger to me, man. Much love to you. Hey guys, we'll be talking to you soon. But we're gonna take you out, man, with the love that you need. Yeah, the champ is here. He's gone. The evil genius.